What is up? What is up? What is up, Facebook and YouTube family? This is your girl Stephanie, aka Edini Has to Sapapa. Just currently here doing a encouragement read, or just figuring out what it is that we may need to focus on, some things that we may come across. Every time I do a read, like my bird will fly down and sit on the lower edge of my mirror. She's been doing that lately, a lot lately. She likes to be close when I do readings, I guess. What's going on here? I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. And let's see what's going on. She only usually like flies down and mess with me or come close to me when she don't have no food or water in her cage. All right, so the main character energy I'm feeling is, well, not that I'm feeling, but what came out is the Five of Pentacles, which represents, that 5 represents change, right? So it can either be a change of from feeling left out in the cold and you're now feeling more supported spiritually, because if you see in the background, there's a church. These people are feeling left out in the cold and they both are hurt and excuse me, injured, feeling down, but they don't realize that there's a church right behind them that could help them, that should help them. But I literally just a couple nights ago had a conversation with a friend of mine from Chicago, and he was saying how churches back home, or from the church that was around him when he grew up, how they had a free pantry for everyone. If anyone needed help with their bills or anything like that, the church was just there to help them. He's a poet. He's a fantastic poet at that. He goes by the name of Preach, and I think he has a YouTube channel. But anyway, he said he had a poem, and it was "The Moon is Right." The name of the poem was like the moon in front of your forehead, or whatever. And in me, I went deeply into it in regards to metaphysics and esoteric knowledge. Ironically, he doesn't really understand that, or not really into that, which is neither here nor there. But I made a lot of correlations. I don't think he understood where I was coming from. But either way, I asked him to elaborate on what the poem was, and he quoted the one line of, "There's homeless people everywhere and a church right in the middle of things." And so I just kept asking him, so why did you write that? Like, what do you feel? Why was that one church significant? Because we Spirit speaks to us through our creativity, and I don't even think he really thought that much about why he added that in there, but subconsciously I feel like he did know. And it's just like, the churches these days aren't offering that as much as they used to. They now become mega churches and have ATMs in the church, and so many resources that he feel, and I feel like a lot of people feel, aren't being used in the greatest way that they could. He also said, he was like, if it was cold outside and you needed warmth, he was like, everyone knew that the church was somewhere you can go, to be warm in the winter, which when Chicago, you would want something like that, because their cold is nothing compared to the cold that we have here. And maybe that's another reason why the churches were open in such a way. Bottom of the deck, is the Six of Pentacles. And for me as a reader, the Six of Pentacles represents making your own way, not waiting for someone to give you anything. You know, the Six of Pentacles can represent unrequited love. It's like you give, and this person isn't reciprocating that love that you give. And some people wait for that, you know, to bring that validation and that happiness. And for me, like I said, it's about creating your own joy and happiness, putting that love into yourself, validating yourself, you know. Um, so I do have the cards out here. The first card out is the Ten of Pentacles, clarified by the Four of Cups. You know, maybe you're not feeling supported by family, because the Ten of Pentacles can represent family, you know, generational curses, building a generational legacy. I'm definitely feeling from these cards with the fact that we have this, is this the seven? Yeah, the Seven of Wands being clarified by the devil card. You don't have a lot of support on your spiritual journey. Um, you know, maybe some of your family and friends feel like it's the devil. You know, like Ricky Bobby Mama. Everything is the devil. Um, so I did pull some self-care cards. One card, that the card came out, well, the card for the reading, which is a 38, which breaks down to 11. I don't know if I mentioned, but when I started this read, it was like 11:10, about 11:11. Wasn't planned, just happened that way. And this is an 11, and it says nourish your temple, right? So again, just like the Six of Pentacles I was saying on the bottom of the deck, nourish yourself. Don't wait for validation from the people closest to you, because you know you may not ever get it. And then bottom of the deck is abundance planning. You know, so it definitely correlates again to the Six of Pentacles, and then the overall energy, remember, was the Five of Pentacles being left out in the cold. But then, you know, we have this nourish your temple card. So I felt like those go together greatly. And then the bottom of the decks, each one is the Six of Pentacles, and this one here is abundance planning. And of course, if you're going to create create that love for yourself, build that love, that self-love for yourself, and you know, create your own opportunities, you definitely have to engage in some abundance planning. And I can kind of read what's on here. It says it's like she's making out a budget, you know. Those are like dollar amounts. I'm not really familiar with this in the Asian culture, but maybe you guys do. But on here it says living expenses, education / business, self-development, savings, travel, free. It says keep track of your finances. Don't shop when you're hungry. You know, just making little notes and things. Abundance planning. Below that is sound healing. And also this was the bottom of the deck, and below this is the Ace of Pentacles, like, which is, you know, that windfall of abundance from spirit, blessings from spirit, blessings of security from spirit, because the Pentacles represents money, security, that home life. Okay, so just being at home within yourself, nourishing your temple, um, as there is, you know, spirit intervention happening. Um, of love, because we have the Tower card clarified by the Queen of Cups, supported by the High Priestess card, which is clarified by the Empress. Like, you know that you are a leader. You know that you are building an empire. You know that you are doing the work to heal generational curses. And there's not, you know, your family is not supporting you in that, because we have the Five of Cups here, which represents that crying over spilt milk, you know, relationships that didn't work out. And this clarified by the Six of Swords, the moving on to calmer waters. Like, Spirit says you're doing a great work, and we are going to bless you. We are going to show you the love that you're searching for, or that you would want to receive from, you know, your 3D family, your 3D friends and such. Keep doing the work. Keep doing the spiritual work that you're doing. You have a vision of you being an empress and of a leader. You know that you are a, a really maybe ancient god or goddess, or, ascended master. Some people birth charts is just aligned in a way that you are an ascendant. You are an ascendant master. You know, you're not a descendant, but an ascendant. You're here to push the bloodline forward. And people in this 3D realm are not going to understand you. They're not going to understand that mission. They're not going to be able to comprehend the level that you're on, as we do have a King of Swords here being clarified by the Hermit. They're not going to understand how you can be in the energy of solitude and still be happy. But keep doing what it is that you love with the Lover's card here, because you are in tune with your higher self, with your God self, with your Ori. You are in tune, and you are getting messages, and you are getting ideas. So continue to cultivate those in your self-imposed solitude, because again, there's downloads that are coming. Spirit is speaking with you, and soon you're going to be able to take that leap of faith from, versus being in this energy of being stuck and hung up on, perhaps your 3D experience, as we have the Fool card being clarified by the Hangman. Like right now, you might be stuck, but Spirit is downloading you with the information that you need in your solitude to look at things from a different perspective, and giving you the strength to move forward, to take that leap of faith. So that is what I have. That's the messages that are coming out. I guess I will pull these. Pull one from this deck here. I think this is the Soul's Journey deck. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I have a little bookshelf here that houses most of the guidebooks for my decks, and I'm trying to see if I can see from here. Anyway, so the card I pulled is the Power of Support. We don't have that, right? You are feeling like you don't have it, but Spirit, with the Tower card, Spirit intervention of Queen of Cups of Love, Spirit is saying you do have that support. You have the support you need in the 5D. It says, I'm grateful for all the love and support I receive. It is the most precious of life's gifts, right? So your spirit team is your spirit team and your ancestors are the ones who are supporting you right now. And they are going to bless you with more people. They're going to bless you with your soul family to come in. But right now, it's just you in spirit. Remember the Ace of Pentacles, that the gift of security, the gift of groundedness. It's just you in spirit right now. Let's get a couple more cards on this Queen of Cups Tower card. Please, Spirit. Thank you. Queen of Swords. Is you have the clarity, the experience, even downloads from Spirit. And when you look at that, Two of Cups. So Spirit is definitely Spirit intervention of love, giving you the clarity that you need. And the fact that all you really need is yourself, for one, the right understanding of who you are. Because we have the High Priestess here with the Empress. Like, you intuitively know that you are an Empress. And we know that, again, like I was saying in other readings, it's like the Empress doesn't just associate with a lot of people. It's lonely at the top type thing. You've heard that saying before, that phrase before. There's not a lot of people who think on an Empress or Emperor level. And you can't really associate with too many people who don't. And maybe there's a lot of people in your family that don't operate from that point of view. And it's okay. You got to accept them for where they are in life. Forgive them for they know not what they do. And keep your eyes set and your focus set on moving forward in your journey here. You know, to move forward past the, to calmer waters and heal. To heal yourself. To keep following your dreams, because the star card just came out. Wish upon a star. Your dreams are coming true. You can't, so you just need to keep focusing on what it is that you love, doing what you love, and loving what you do, irregardless of who, disagrees or is disillusioned by society to think a certain way about it. They just don't understand it, and people are afraid of what they don't understand. But you stay dogmatic about what you know and what you feel and what your individual truth is. As long as you're not imposing on other people, as long as you aren't physically hurting them, taking money out their pockets or anything like that because of how you feel, as long as you're not imposing on anyone else's free will, do you. You know what I'm saying? So a couple cards just came out. As I was clarifying this, you loving what you do and doing what you love, there's going to be some people that's going to have their little bullshit. They're going to maybe try to start arguments and try to start confusion and delusion. Look at that. So we have the Seven of Cups along with the Seven of Swords, which is, so the Seven of Cups represents confusion. The Seven Swords represents lies and deceit. Page of Cups, they offering these little page ass, suggestions and doing little things, acting like they love you, but not really. Again, trying to trap you up and distract you. So, Spirit just wants you to, see them for who they are. It hurts that once you come to that realization, but move on to calmer waters and continue on your journey of healing, your journey for clarity. I just pulled the Sanctuary card. Remember that you can find sanctuary within yourself. It says, in my inner sanctuary, I connect to peace, inner quietude, and comfort. So Spirit wants you to know that that's where you can find that, as I'm just literally sitting here looking at the King of Swords and the Hermit card. The King of Swords represents that experience, that thinking logically, head over heart decisions. You can't think with your heart when it comes to family and friends because you're just going to be in a depressed state. You know what I'm saying? But Spirit says in this energy of solitude, you will reach a state of judgment where you can have that, you can make a clear decision about how you're going to move forward. Clear judgment on you taking that leap of faith, no matter what it is that people are around you are saying and how they disagree or whatever. You're not going to allow other people's opinions to stop you because they don't see the vision that Spirit gave you. They don't see it. They don't have your experience to be able to analyze it in the way that you do. So you keep doing you. You keep being a leader, because the King of Swords, again, that's mastery of the suit. You are a master. You are perhaps an ascended master. You know what I'm saying? So don't get hung up on the backstabbing and the betrayal, as I just pulled the Ten of Swords out over the Hangman, which is clarifying the Fool. Take that leap of faith. Don't worry. Don't let, look at that, the Sun card, because the hard part is over. Enjoy happiness, health, and restoration. The years that the locusts ate away, and we can see these people who, maybe try to talk down on you as locusts. For years, they ate away at your dream. They had their foot on your neck because you were really looking and seeking their validation. But with this Tower card, no more. Spirit says no more. You're overcoming that anxiety, and those sleepless nights. By what? Being firm within your foundation, within yourself, finding home within yourself. with this, like the sanctuary card was talking about, right? In my inner sanctuary, I connect to peace, inner quietude, and comfort. You got this. Five of swords. That's that healthy selfishness. You know what I'm saying? And as you continue to be in the energy of love, moving in love, forgiving them for they know not what they do. Like I said, Three of Pentacles. Spirit is going to bring you your soul family, your spirit family. Those people who understand you and the way you operate, you know, and they're going to probably be intrigued and want to learn more. And that is where you will begin to build the empire that has been in your soul, in your spirit, in your mind's eye for only God knows how long, you know. All right, family. Well, that is the message that I have for you. I hope they helped in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I love you all, and until next time, peace.